to Generation Dan, everybody. A podcast with three different generations talking about stuff, usually with a guest. I'm Atlas Novak. I'm your millennial. Who else is here?
I'm Dino, the genetic marvel. I'm your Gen Xer, and I'm just having a great time with good, breathable lungs. It's so much fun. Delicious.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it, Dino? Oh, yeah, you can just smoke weed, and it doesn't even feel like you're gonna die. Oh yeah, look at you go! Oh wow, that's privilege. That's what that is.
I'm loving it.
We're getting demonetized from you.
I'm Caleb McDuff, and I'm sick as fuck. Literally right now, unfortunately.
Wait, what does that mean?
Because usually I'm just sick as fuck on a spiritual, just
individual
level. But now I'm just also dying. So
gotcha. Well, our guest today, he is the third of the Dead Kevin sketch group. Good friend of mine, Ahmed Bharoocha. How you doing today?
Hey guys, good. How are you? I guess I'm also a millennial, so I don't know. Do I count as a cross generation?
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think I'm the very end of the top millennial thing.
You can buy your way into being a Gen Xer.
Yeah.
You have enough money, you can just be like, I'm Gen Xer now. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
As long as you got money, it's fine. Works.
What year were you born in?
84.
Yep, millennial. That's
just the edge.
Because it's so weird how the way they talk about it in news articles and stuff. It's never a set 18 years, whatever. Yeah. They're like, all right, it's 1980 to 1996, and then from 1997 to 2010. I'm like, that's not the same.
Yeah,
you're just
random.
Making this shit up.
We put so much weight in it.
Yeah, well, because I feel like it's more like a gradient than just something happens.
I think it also though factors in for yourself who had boomer parents, and I had boomer parents, right? That's a different category in and of itself, right? So it's a weird thing, and Caleb is man, he's fresh out.
Fresh dude. I'm still dripping.
Babies having babies over here. Right? So, but it's a different experience altogether, right? So.
I just love that, there's part of the thing we love to joke about on this show is, all the things that the news makes fun of millennials for.
Yeah.
Some of this avocado toast, blah, blah, blah. There was a thing this last week at the time of recording this where they blamed millennials for the inflation that's going on right now in the U.S. I'm like,
I think
do you want us to eat the avocado toast or not? Come on.
I find that argument hilarious because it's how can you blame anyone for anything? They're like, millennials responsible for government not doing their job. You're like, what? How is that possible?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't hold the government accountable. You're like, no, that's not. You can't do that.
Everything's just they know it's an easy punching bag. They're just millennials. They're out there messing it up.
Yeah, they have it in the corner of the whiteboard in the newsroom. Yeah. They're like, we're out of stuff. Hit them!
Throw the millennials under the bus again.
Millennials can't find prime airtime. That's how it works.
Yeah.
They just can't.
Millennials are killing diamonds. Millennials are killing.
Every 6 to 8 quarters, we just got to find something in the press cycle to just get mad at millennials at again because frankly, everything else just gets a little bit too old sometimes.
I think it's just the word millennial. It's just a hateable word. Millennial.
A valid point. But also, it's that same cycle where they invent a new type of coffee that everyone has to line up for. You're there was the flat whites that came out, and then there's all sorts of variations of a macchiato, and you're like, hey, listen, maybe we could just have a cappuccino and then just stop there. So there's going to be some other invention.
Flat white?
It's just hot milk, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Flat white sounds like a scorned woman's nickname for my penis, or something
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, she's scorned, is she?
Yeah.
Got some Flat Stanley shit going on down there.
Wait, let's talk about this. What's going on?
Is it a corkscrew or is it flat, Atlas?
Every time I get someone into bed, it's the sad trombone from The Price is Right.
Oh yeah, and I'll get us canceled, I'm sure. Yeah.
That's just
you should get that checked out, though. I mean, no matter what size your penis is, it shouldn't be flat.
Yeah. Or curved, or
you got tapeworm? Does it have a
corkscrew?
Yeah, corkscrew. That's a duck. A duck has a corkscrew dick.
Yeah, apparently also you, according to what I know about you.
And a little barrel roll to it. Like it's not a full corkscrew, but like
you got the whole swish and flick Harry Potter looking ass.
Yeah, bring a whole new meaning to.
He made a drawing. It was like a saber. Yeah. Like it just had this, No. I'm saying.
How did I try to go with the flow?
Your dick is on trial, Atlas. That's what's happening.
That was the flow.
Crimes against humanity.
God. All right, let's just ask him his goddamn questions.
Question one: do you have a normal dick?
Ahmed, what's an embarrassing song from your playlist?
I looked it up today. I feel like I have the taste of like a teenage girl. There's this song, Icona, I'm not good with knowing the names of things, so I had to look it up. Icona Pop is the band. I Love It is the song.
I got that song.
I can play it for you.
I don't care. I love it.
Wait, are we allowed? Yeah, that one. Yeah,
there it is.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
I'm very like young little girl singing in my car.
Okay.
Yes, it's very like I'm happy and I love it and you can suck it.
Yeah.
It's very. I love it. Yeah.
What kind of car you drive, Ahmed? Not a full size van, probably.
A Subaru Excellent. Outback.
Nice.
Subaru Outback car. Singing like a little girl, dude. That's what's up. That's got Boulder Lesbian written all over it, dude. That's what's up.
Didn't Subaru like try to market to lesbians? Like they're just like, all right, that's our thing. I think
maybe it was a happy accident.
Maybe. Or they saw what was happening and they're just like, roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Go for the lesbians.
More Subarus.
This is a stereotype? Okay, I guess.
Oh my god. All right. What is something you like to do because you're a grown-up and no one can stop you?
Oh.
I was thinking about that. I feel like maybe when I was in college, I used to buy a lot of candy and just keep a candy drawer. That was a big thing. Just as much candy as I wanted. I would do
candy.
I would do Nerds. I got a Nerds right now. Oops.
Nice.
Is that okay to show that? I don't know.
Any preference of Nerds?
I like the green red Nerds, but you can't find them as much as you can the purple pink Nerd combo.
Yeah, purple pink Nerd is everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah, I don't know why red and green seems like the classic colors to go with.
Maybe they keep it for the holidays or something.
Maybe, but the red and green ones too, they'll be like, oh, surprise, these flavors are watermelon and sour grape. And you're like, wait, why is that? That's not the flavors.
The guy that likes to sing like an 11-year-old girl in a Subaru Outback also has a candy infatuation, dude. That's what's up. Are those things correlated? I don't know.
Unmarked,
I hope not.
I drive an electrical van. Yeah.
Heavy tint on all the windows.
No windows. What are you talking about?
No,
don't have room to spray paint the sign on your van if you have windows.
The agricultural version of the Outback. All the windows have been taken out. It's just flat steel.
It's just like a weird, pedophile.
Also like sour Skittles, but I just found out that I think Skittles they're technically not edible.
Yeah.
What?
Skittles aren't edible?
Skittles are not food.
Wait, elaborate on that.
That's a real thing.
I didn't have the article, but
I sent it to somebody. I'll find the article.
Yeah, there's some chemical in it that it's just not for human consumption, and they've known it for a long time, and they're just like,
is it like a thing where they now have to be like candy product or whatever?
Yeah,
probably. It's not candy or whatever.
Yeah, dairy treat is not ice cream. Yeah. Kind of like that. Or except even worse, for decorative purposes only, or you can suck on it, whatever.
Or
which I feel like a lot of people are on board for these days.
Subway bread being Yoda mats. You remember that?
Yeah, that's
No. Subway bread is cake.
What
is it?
Subway bread is cake in Ireland. It's viewed as cake.
That's funny.
Wow.
And that's why it's taxed differently. There's a difference between bread and cake, right?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
salami!
I got you some cake.
I'd kind of be okay with a happy birthday kielbasa. Like,
happy birthday kielbasa, dude.
Yeah, listen, I'm it's the traveling man's meat.
I swear to God, that's a title somewhere.
you go to a wedding. It's just 3 $5 footlongs stacked on top of each other. Like,
Also, apparently
like
this
as
whole
an appetizer for the table, I think that's a good. That's nice.
Man, apparently someone is suing Mars Incorporated, the company that owns the Skittles brand, because they've been exposing people to, quote, toxic or heightened levels of titanium dioxide. I don't know what that is, but it sounds scary as fuck, so sue them. Shit.
It's
I feel like
tasty.
it's going to give us superpowers, though. Like,
that's one of those things.
Dioxide, you're like, that's a lot of words.
Maybe it'll straighten his dick back out if he eats enough of them.
Yeah.
Just start taking
Wait. Titanium dioxide?
Just start shoving them in there.
There you go, dude. You ever play that game? Hide the Skittle?
Image.
It's going to give you super Alzheimer's. That's what it's going to do.
Titanium dioxide. We thought there was going to be razor blade in the candy, but it turns out that the razor blade was the candy. The whole
time. I think it might be connected. It might be connected too, because like the razor blades was like never really happened.
Yeah,
like, it happened maybe once, and so. But like if you think about it, they're saying, "Hey, don't eat candy made at home. Eat the commercial candy. It's safe."
I didn't think of that. That's
You know, like whenever you find razor blades in your candy, dude, like the razor blade wasn't there before. Like that's literally just what happens if you leave it out for too long. It just turns into razor blades because of all the titanium and shit.
That's the titanium.
That's just what happens when candy gets old. It sticks together.
Turns out the devil of Halloween was the candy
green
company.
Skittles.
It was the candy industry was the real killer.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite chocolate bar of candy?
Ooh. I like a Nutrageous. I go for a Nutrageous.
What the fuck is
I don't
that?
think I've had
a Nutrageous.
I've never heard of that in my life, dude.
Is that a vegan thing or something?
No,
what is that?
My man's going Nutrageous.
There's meat in it. I swear. There's a steak.
Like faux chocolate. Is it faux
No,
chocolate?
it's like made by Reese's. It was it's just like it's got kind of like the peanut butter from like the Reese's in it, but it's got nuts in the chocolate. So it's like it's like a Snickers meets a Reese's almost. Or
okay, I can get behind that.
Sense.
Yeah,
because Snickers or Reese's are my two favorites. So you just put those together. That might be my jam.
Try it out.
I do enjoy those mini Snickers. If you have one of those every once in a while with popcorn, it's a very exciting little combination.
Breaks up the monotony of the popcorn.
I actually really love to throw a Snickers in the freezer. And just gnaw on it. Just gnaw. It's so hard.
Every Easter,
sucks about the caramel though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my wife will buy me a 1 pound solid chocolate bunny every Easter, and I will put that in the fridge and then just whittle it away like a beaver.
So,
every year, I just always love doing it.
She comes home. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm on the ass. Okay, just like
I'm trying.
She doesn't seem like just like working it like a dog in a bone, eh?
Yeah.
But it's chocolate, so it's like it's very fat guy-esque.
Yeah.
But at the same time, every year I'm like, hey, if you don't do it, I don't think you love me.
He's just
when you
slowly
did it,
working
I was
his
mean.
way into
I was like,
eating
no,
ass.
you don't get the birthday present
at a time.
Yeah.
Eating ass is a slow process, but you just take baby steps and eventually you get there. And I like your process, Dino.
Yeah. Dino, the pre-diabetic marvel.
Oh no, I'm right there.
Yeah. I gotta go with Kit Kat for my answer.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because I also love that like in other countries they have like green tea Kit Kat, lemon Kit Kat. Like that's awesome.
A lot of fun flavors of Kit Kats.
Yeah, because I've tried. I haven't tried all of them, but some of them like. If you go
to
peach
Kit Kat?
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, what is that? That sounds weird.
I've never had that. Is that good?
It's actually quite tasty.
He's gonna eat a fucking Kit Kat on Mike, isn't he?
That's correct.
Jealous. God damn it. Okay.
Oh, if it makes it any better, just hit my knee into my desk. It hurts so bad.
Wait, Caleb, did we get your answer? Or
yeah, I mean Snickers and Reese's, bro. Those are my two favorites. That's top two. Like, so I can't remember what is it like. Nut time, Nutrageous. I gotta try that.
I think I thought it was pretty well known. It's like I would say it's almost like maybe like a Baby Ruth level candy bar.
I've never seen one of those in my life.
Does it have a red wrapper?
It's orange wrapper. It looks like it's branded by Reese's. I think it might even say like Reese's Nutrageous.
Oh, it does. Reese's Nutrageous. There it is, right there.
Googling this,
Oh wow, that actually looks fucking amazing! Holy shit!
Butterfingers. I used to really do Butterfingers.
I like Butterfingers. Butterfingers good.
They get
Nestle Crunch.
Ooh yeah,
I like the Nestle Crunch. That was my favorite as a kid.
After 8.
After 8, I never heard of that one. That one sounds adult.
Is that like 100 grams?
It's a
like,
stick. It's a chocolate stick with a mint center.
Oh my god!
Ooh,
Very fancy.
Keep those in a goddamn ceramic bowl in a divorce lawyer's office. Kind of candy that is.
You really do. They're very tasty, though.
Caleb, you just cut deep into my psyche with that last sentence.
The Saturdays with
dude, it was literally it was in the divorce lawyer's office. It was candy canes all year for some reason. It was mini Reese's and mini Snickers. That was it.
There it is.
Yeah. Did that ruin those candies for you? Do you every time you eat those, do you feel sad?
No. I mean, no,
dude.
I don't think so.
You're gonna bite into a Reese's at your wedding just to like take it back, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a bad omen. I don't know.
Mildly allergic to peanuts, so the Reese's is kind of ruined on its own. So
how do you get mildly allergic to peanuts? What is that?
It's
just you don't feel very feel a little coffee or phlegmy or something.
No, it just makes me itchy. It's not like the thing where your throat closes or anything. Just
okay.
So it's one of those things where, like, if I want Kung Pao chicken, I'm eating Kung Pao chicken. Peanuts be damned, you know.
Just gonna be itchy for a day.
Yeah, just be itchy for a few hours, and then that's it. Yeah, it's like your friend who's lactose intolerant, but ice cream is that good. Like, yeah, like that.
That guy doesn't have friends, man.
Cheese. I'm actually the same way with cheese. Like, I didn't know I was like allergic to cheese. I still eat cheese, but for the longest time, I would eat cheese and like my face would just feel really hot, and I just thought that was how you felt when you ate cheese. And I was telling someone, I'm like, you know, like I was like, you know, when you eat cheese, that feeling, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
hold on, was it like super fancy cheese?
It's usually only when I eat, like, go to like a party and they have like a
cheese
plate
ball?
of like cubes of cheese. Like if I'm just like popping cubes of cheese, my like right here gets like super hot and sweaty. I might like break out the next day.
Really?
Huh. But I still eat it. I still like cheese. Yeah. But it's
cheese, right? Like, fuck, man.
I just thought that's what cheese made you feel like. I didn't know that I was special.
Have you guys ever had that thing where like something is hyper specific to you and you think it applies to everyone, then when you bring it up, people are like, no, that's not how that works.
I was like, what? You know, the cheese sweats.
Yeah.
I heard somebody
like what? You guys never used your belly button as a cereal bowl before?
Yeah, shit like that.
Oh,
what?
Oh,
you can fit like a whole Cheerio in there, dude. What?
Number one. Just one? I say no way. I can fit at least 4 in mine.
You're missing out, bro. Okay? That's a whole bite.
That made it worse.
That's the line for Dino. That's interesting.
We found it.
No, listen. I've read these studies about sampling like people's belly button bacteria, and they were like people in like Middle America who had bacteria from Japan in their belly button. You have no idea what happens in there.
Whoa.
It is the center like disease. That thing holds the Zika virus. I'm telling you, in the belly button. That's
there's also something like crazy spiritual about that, though. You know, we're so connected. Just like touch your little hole, and then just know that we are one.
We all glow.
I
mean, Atlas, you could be inside of me right now, and we wouldn't even know. Just feel around down there, and maybe that's where we are.
Well, that's because of his flat penis.
Yeah. It's like a tapeworm.
Got sent over.
Slides right in there.
got
I have my finger in my belly button right now, Caleb. I'm thinking of you.
Do we feel close?
Are you going to smell it, though? But are you going to smell it?
Wait, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I know you're going to smell it. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I won't.
You are. You're waiting for us to talk about something else, and then you're going to be like...
You better not go off camera.
Yeah, let me just lean down here and...
Oh, hey, what was that?
Damn, Atlas, your internet went out for 30 minutes, dude. What happened?
Oh my god. All right.
There's another question, right?
Yeah, we have another question.
Let's go. What do you mean I'm an adult? So when was a time when specifically that people look to you as the adult influence in a situation where you're going, huh? Me? Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Maybe I missed it. I don't remember. Let's see. People look to me for an adult. I guess, I'm a dad now, so that's that happens sometimes. my my children will look to me as an adult, and I guess I am the adult.
I have a question about that. Because I've heard stories and read on Reddit stories of adults being really, really dumb around kids, and I'm like, I feel like that would be a really big deal. Being a parent, being like, "Hey, I want to make sure I'm not the dumb parent." Like that would be a really important. Like, how do you manage that? Do you just not talk? Apparently,
hey,
Atlas
is sniffing his
Atlas's internet straight up went out, dude. Get your finger out of your mouth, bro. What are you doing?
He saw Jesus. He's like,
it's not subtle. Oh my lord! I can't believe you can tell he is just fucking sniffing all that cheese. All that cheese. He's just got it in a little ball in his finger, and he's just running it under his nose like he thinks it's some Vicks Vapor Rub or some shit. Right? I swear to God, this man
so
vile.
Vile. Absolutely
Wait until news of this gets to the NBA. I swear to God, LeBron is going
to fight him.
When he gets back, his hair is going to be all disheveled.
He's going to be fucked up.
Hi guys.
His fucking pupils are going to be like this big. It's gonna go full limitless on us, dude. Maybe he's unlocking 100% of his brain by doing that.
I'm half hoping he does just for the bit, but at the same time, I'm gonna judge him so much, so very much. If he comes back, he's like, "Oh no, I swear it was just my internet," you know?
No, I swear it was my internet. Oh, it's not. So we just said it, Atlas. We can't call it, and then what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, man. It wasn't a suggestion.
He's back. Hold on. Hey man, what's up,
buddy?
Our breaker tripped.
Yeah. You know what else is tripping? You know what else is tripping? God, after what you just did. My brother in Christ, you did some unholy things, and you don't have to talk about it if you don't want.
For some reason, if you there's this one outlet in our kitchen. If you have the AC and something plugged into that outlet at the same time, it trips the breaker.
And it makes your fingers just go real
delicious.
Yeah. No, so I think the breaker tripped, or one of our neighbors did it. I'm not sure. So I just texted my landlady, and I'm on hotspot.
Wow, there you go.
So there you go. I miss anything good?
We just talked a lot about how you were smelling your finger clearly.
Yeah.
100%.
You're just talking about the vile and grotesque things that you do behind closed doors. It's fine.
Okay, right. Always fun.
We're thinking it's just ruined by a nature versus nurture thing. Like you were a wholesome environment in an unwholesome LA, right? So it's just gonna result in the best you can ask for is he's not a murderer. All right, still a complete pervert, scandalous.
You got that far.
Yeah,
listen, that's the best that we can hope for.
It's reasonable. We're not animals, We're.
I don't know.
Like any of us are aware of what we should know. Come on.
Hey, I was the one who missed a couple minutes. I didn't hear Ahmed's answer for all.
I said. I guess originally when you sent me the question, I thought it said when was the first time you felt like an adult, and I was. I originally just thought. I think it was when I first moved off campus as in college, where I first rented a house and had to talk to a landlord. That felt like, oh shit, I'm the guy that this guy talks to for living here. I have to act like I'm not a complete idiot.
Yeah, I feel like that takes a while to get used to.
But then when you say, I guess when's the first time someone looked at me as an adult, and I'm still not sure if that's happened yet.
Don't you have kids?
Yeah. No, that's what I said. I guess the kids do. They're still young enough, but they're probably the mom is much more of an adult than I am, so I'm more
that's
just
fair,
an extra kid,
Oh, like the dad on Malcolm in the Middle type of thing, right? Yeah. Hal, right?
Yeah. So the facade will probably be revealed quickly to them.
I think that's
how old are your
solid
kids right now?
Though,
I have a 1-year-old daughter and a 4.5-year-old son.
I see.
He's almost 5, yeah.
I think that's a good level to be at for a dad, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so far
you got to be in with the shenanigans sometimes.
Yeah.
It keeps the kids.
They still think I could take my finger off.
Listen, it's as long as you possibly can, right? Listen, you'll do that and not realize it's the last time they'll ever believe it, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
My son, he gets up, he puts his eye like on my finger. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? How you doing?"
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I remember when I was about like 10, my dad, he's like, I want to show something to you. And he pulls out this like raggedy old book. And it was called Great Lies to Tell Small Kids. And he's like, someone gave this to me at your mom's baby shower for your older sister. And I just like, drip fed them to both of you as you grew up.
And this was him pulling away the curtain?
Awesome.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Because he's like,
these
all right,
are all
you're 10.
the lies I've told you.
Yeah, these are all the stupid lies I've told you. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh, your dad was a monster. I love it.
He was, yeah.
Your whole life has been a lie, son.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Nah, it was mostly stuff like it was stupid things like rain is Jesus's pee, that kind of stuff. Like
that's true though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Of course, obviously, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
Nice and hot, dude.
Is Jesus's
Nice and hot. Oh, why? Oh, goodness.
God, I'm so over summer right now. It's like mid-July. I need this to be over.
I'm sick of the back of my knees being slippery. I'm sick of fucking.
Oh,
I'm sick of being aware of my man boobs. Like normally I don't really realize until I look in the mirror. Now I just know.
I think they're nice, Atlas. I think they're nice.
Well,
Dino's got straight up fully operating canals going on over there, dude. I can't even imagine.
It's beautiful in my basement.
Let's imagine. Let's imagine.
Nothing. Yes.
Just I'm surprised. Like
no
you
jiggle,
just,
man.
Ring out like.
No.
I'm just thinking of like a fully functioning biome, like that episode of Futurama where where Bender becomes.
He's
God.
got a whole ass fucking terrarium on his chest.
Just a rainforest.
Like. Yeah, like
look at him go.
Like there's
that's not too much. That's not too bad.
It gets girthier down low.
Yeah,
girthier. That's an adjective.
Hey, what can I say? I'm just manly enough to be manly, but not so manly that you're going, oh, that's a little much,
Mm-hmm.
Like no back hair.
Yeah, he's got some girth to him.
Yeah, I have a brother who has back hair, and I make fun of him relentlessly because it's disgusting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had an uncle with like so much back hair you just see it coming out of his shirt.
Yeah.
The
worst part pushed me out when I was a kid.
Is taking a shower and it looks like angel wings. Yes. Can you tell I have back hair? That's
wow. Atlas.
You're all grown up, Atlas.
You could do the Starry Night on your chest.
You didn't even have a beard on you.
Just swirls and swirls.
Atlas, do you have the shave line right across your chest hair? Do you have to shave all the way down? No.
No, it's just kind of hairy. That's it.
Nice. But you're a real man.
Something like that. Well, yeah, because we met when I was like in high school, right?
Yeah, you were like a little child boy.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys met in middle school? Is that what you said?
No. So I met like Ahmed and Ryan and all them when I started doing stand up. I was like 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I broke Dino.
No. I just realized that the video that you always send me about you and you have no beard. You're very young.
Mm-hmm.
One where you're jerking off all the time. Right?
The music video.
No, it's a music video.
It's a music video. I play a chronic masturbator.
But I just realized though, like without a beard, you also look like a young syndrome. It's not just an adult.
I think that's where it came from. I think the beard
really does though. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, it really is. Like,
Dino's probably got that video of you jerking off on his fucking bookmarks on Chrome, bro. There's no way.
It shows up like every 6 months, man.
It's up at the top. Gmail, Amazon. That video that Atlas plays with Chronic Masturbator in.
Yeah, that
Hello
video.
Fresh. Yeah.
No, he's got that in like a file on his desktop under like work stuff or something.
Like you're blaming the video for your chronic masturbation.
No,
that was just a character I played.
No, I blame Dominic Harris, who was the one who got me that part. Do you remember him? The big, floofy hair?
Yeah. I wonder where he's at now.
I haven't heard from him in years.
Did it pay good?
Did it pay good?
It paid in masturbating. You have to masturbate for free.
You got to come all over a movie set and feel like fucking Robert De Niro for a day or whatever the fuck.
And I got to try and run from a Scientology security guard. That was fun.
Nice.
How did you feel about getting cast in that? Like he just came right to you. He just thought of you right away.
Well,
I have this part, and I thought of you.
What was your method? Like, what was your character process?
Well, because he was teaming up with Alex Negrete, who is a YouTuber thing was called Keep the Heat, right? And he's like, we need somebody who looks young enough to where like the part fits, so like every other comic they knew looked too old, right?
Yeah, an old guy masturbating, not as funny.
Yeah, no, but I have like wicked baby face without the beard, so I think that's why they thought of me, not so much like ability or whatever. Just
like being typecast because you look goofy when you come. Damn.
I was waiting for it. You waiting too long.
So good. Like, yeah, oh, man.
Have you ever done them for Halloween? You got to do them for one Halloween.
I did. I did it 2019, I think.
That's what's up.
Here's the problem with the Syndrome for Halloween thing, is that the costume is so tight, you can see outlines of everything.
And you can't sniff your belly button.
No, I can't. I had to like tape myself down, and it was very painful.
Whoa.
Because it kind of
guy, if you had to tape yourself down, just let it fly, man.
Yeah, you just
let everybody see your wiener.
A vagina?
Yeah, that's much worse. That's a long way.
No, it was more like a Ken doll type situation where like it just looked like nothing when you're taped down.
I think you just put a cup on. Yeah, you get a cup, you put a cup on, and no one can poke your penis.
Yeah, but
like superhero underwear on the outside. Just cover everything up, you know? I think it's four layers of underwear to cover up a bulge.
Really?
4 layers. Okay.
4 layers of underwear, then the suit, and your bulge is concealed.
Let's test it out. Let's see.
Yeah. But your balls will be on fire the whole fucking time.
Yeah, for real.
Which, like, in all honesty, hey man, just wear a skirt. Who cares? Like, do whatever you have to do, but don't do that to your nuts. That can cause long-term damage.
Trying to find the picture because I found the one where I'm Teddy Roosevelt.
Which is hilarious.
It worked, man. That was after I grew the beard and then it just shaved down to the mustache. And
ooh,
yeah.
Hey, it's the advantage of being hairy like a gorilla.
A canvas. You have a canvas.
Takes one to know one, sir.
Listen, have you ever had anyone shave a picture into your back hair? Because
no.
Does that happen to you? Hey, I've seen. No, I don't have back. I don't have back hair at all. Like I have like one back hair, like just random. And I look like a guy who should have back hair, right? Like, come on, let's be honest.
You do.
I look like it starts here and ends at my feet.
Toes.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you just got like very thinly like interspersed angel hairs, looking, like very thin but like very long. And there's like not a lot of them, but they're everywhere.
They are a little bit long, but not like that. Like it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, like
man, the one picture I have,
I have a Zangief picture on my chest. Like, what is
that?
Dude. Oh my god!
I can see the.
There's the bulge too.
There. Yeah, it's looks like you made a weird fold with it.
It's definitely a wiener, man.
It is. It is very much a wiener.
You're definitely hiding a budgie in there.
That is a flat wiener if I've ever seen one.
That's a horrible thing to be known as.
I might have to call this episode Flat Wiener, and I'm very sad about it, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I think, but then you can have like a censored image. It'd be funny. You can draw it Flat Wiener.
It's your candy razor, dude. It's your candy
it's like one of those
razor
like sour belts or something.
There you go.
It's funny. At the doctor's office I work at, they keep nerds around for patients who like either I forgot what that's called. Aphasia, or like where when you see blood being withdrawn, you like pass out.
Really?
They'll give them nerds because not only it does the
here you go, you nerd.
Yeah. Well, not only does it like it gives you like a spike of glucose, but the sour thing gives your brain something to focus on.
Oh.
So and because they're like just sugar crystals basically.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. You go nerd.
Yeah.
Might as well just give
like
him a
needles,
candy
you
called
nerd.
Baby Bitch Boys at that
point. The guy's starting to pass out. You like throw a handful of nerds at them. Catch it.
I feel like it'd be funny if they're like, you gotta really round out the experience. Like, oh my god, is that blood? Oh, now I can't breathe. It'd be fantastic, right? Like,
just keep going into that office to get free candy.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Please.
And turned on, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I actually didn't know it was there until a few days ago, where it happened to somebody and they like pulled it out of this drawer that I just never was near or looked into. I was like, why don't we know about this more? He's like, well, if we tell everyone there's nerds, they're gonna fucking eat the nerds. So
that's 100% true, though.
Only for babies.
Yeah.
It's only for babies.
For passing
babies
the fuck out.
only.
Yeah.
That's
These
so
nerds
mean.
are for babies. So just a weird. Like, what if they had to put a sign up? Then, like, it just looks. That's just like nerds for babies only. Like, what does that even mean?
Like,
what does that even mean?
Guy, could you imagine what would happen? Maybe I am a baby. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm stealing nerds anyway.
Like, are we talking about literal babies? Why would you give nerds to a baby? They don't even need teeth. Like, what's happening?
That's a choking hazard. You can't give nerds to a baby. That's not right.
Was there anything about like having kids that like shocked you?
I mean, it's just a lot of work. Like it's the, it's hard, but it's more that like there's never like a break. That's the thing. I guess maybe I wasn't like prepared for, where it's like you're never not a parent. You're never not like needed or on call. You're always on call.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else. What's shocking?
Do you get high around your kid?
Yeah, sometimes if we're playing cars or something.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
No, I get like realistically, like I feel like there's a certain level because you're in LA as well.
Yeah.
So it's legal and realistic. Mm-hmm. Like I was walking around after a movie late at night, and we were gonna grab dessert, and people were having their dessert on a patio area, and one person started complaining because I was smoking a joint outside of that area. But I'm like, it's legal here. Eat shit and die. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because if you want, you can come talk to me, and I'll beat the shit out of you. Like, don't like. I'm 6'2" and 400 pounds. I'm like, I'll eat you, and your bones will be my dessert. It's fine. So.
Dino the
Dino,
diplomacy marvel.
You would have the best like first day of class speech as a teacher, right? Like, look to your left, look to your right. 1/3 of you will not pass this class, and then just be like, if you want to contest that, come to my office hours. I'll beat the shit out of you.
Fucking look at me in my eyes and tell me that I could not dominate you in a moment's notice. Just know who the fucking alpha in this room is, okay?
Yeah, I will smack the shit out of you, and I don't care.
I swear to God, I'll sit on you until you fucking squish open.
Tenure, bitches. I get paid and a sabbatical. Fuck you.
I will turn you into a tube of toothpaste if you fucking plagiarize, motherfucker.
I feel like that would be a fun game to see who plagiarizes and then be like, oh, this person, theirs was the best. And then try and give them awards and shit and just watch them freak out. And then be like, fucking bullshit. Gotcha.
Bro, did you guys ever cheat on like what was your most like clever time you've cheated on something in school and gotten away with it?
For me, I think it was just like I found out like if you just like speak really quietly, that's like the best way to cheat. Like if you could just like ask the person next to you, like, hey.
I figured out if you whisper to your neighbor, they could tell you the answers, dude.
Because like you can, if you like look, it's like more because when I was a teacher, if you're like sitting there as a teacher, if someone's like moving differently, your eye goes to them. But if you just kind of like talk like under your breath and you're just like,
No, man. What you gotta do is you gotta go say, if I was on question number 2 and I wanted to select A, would I be right? Maybe you could tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
And just watch him go, yeah, that's right. All right, cool, man. Let's keep on going. Maybe it's just a rhyme. You don't know. Hey, why are you answering me, fucker? I'm just trying to cheat or something. Why is this guy answering me? It's fine.
Another move was people would put they'd get their calculator, and just behind the calculator put the sheet of paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the new way, people will reprint labels on Coke bottles and stuff like that, and it'll be calculations and notes for everything.
Wow.
People do crazy stuff now.
I had a teacher in high school who was like, no labels on water bottles. Like it's got to just be the thing. If you have an arrowhead, fucking rip it off. Like he knew, right?
Wow.
My way of doing it was I would always get there because you get there early. It looks like you're studying, but really I'm just writing my cheat sheet on the desk in pencil. And then you can only see it at a certain angle. When he walks by, put your paper over it. When you're done, lick your hand, wipe it on the table. You're like, that was my way of doing it.
It sounds kind of gross, but I like it. Just like,
This is why California
you
will go
make
into
it
the
seem like I
ocean,
took perverse pleasure.
Yeah. This is why California will fall and be,
Just licking
lost
your
like
desk.
Atlantis.
This is why the Lord is punishing you first
That's right.
by setting all of us on fire. And
Next kid
drowning
just
all
has
of you.
a slimy desk. What
So
happened?
gross. Can you imagine being in high school and going, oh, what is going on?
You don't have to soak the thing, just enough to get the.
I feel like in high school you would have by choice, maybe, maybe a little bit. Just
never got
see if
caught
you
for
could touch
it,
it.
though.
Listen, I always
I
felt.
I respect it.
I always felt like teachers who were like, "Ha! I almost caught you cheating." I'm like, "What? Why would I cheat? What reason do I have to cheat on a thing?" Like, I never cheated on anything other than oh, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to be on the test because it was in the course. If you show up for class, people go, "Hey, this part's really important. You should memorize this."
No.
Thanks. Put a star beside it and make sure to study it. God.
Damn.
Cheaters.
Dino's studious. Look at him go.
Why? If either you know it or you don't, but just commit. If you're going to commit to not learning it, then commit to not getting the grade. That's my philosophy.
There you go.
Fuck the system.
Dino the teacher, dude. That's what's up.
No, and listen, and I would encourage people. If I was a teacher, I would say, listen, if you want to bring in a cheat sheet, bring in whatever you want, because if you haven't learned enough, that's my failing. But you should be able to have notes to articulate yourself, because you know what? The real world has notes. That's why I always love business.
True.
Was that no? It's multiple choice. You know why? Because there's always choices. That's how finance works. There's always an answer, right? There's always someone to look at. There's always someone to go, oh, what the fuck you think we should do? I don't fucking know. Okay, well, we'll do this. There's always something. So that's why people are like, you have to get like I had one teacher. I remember in college, he taught language of marketing. He was a real cocksucker. Okay, real. Just you looked at him, you're like, that guy.
I just
not
imagine
even for the love of the game. He's just a cocksucker.
I just imagine him watching Glengarry Glen Ross and being like, all right, this is somebody to follow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he was like, oh, well, you didn't come to my class. I'm like, yeah, but all the material is covered in the book, isn't it? He goes, yeah, but you never showed up. I'm like, so? I read the book. I don't need you as a teacher. You're not even a good teacher. It's like, well, attendance is mandatory. I'm like, that because that means you're stupid. No, he was like, I'm like, then are you going to fail me? He goes, no. I go, then okay, pass me. I'll just never see you again. Fuck you. Eat my ass. And he was like, I don't appreciate you talking to me like that. But he was very small. So I was like, I don't give a shit. You couldn't even grow up to be an adult height. Fuck off. I just walked away.
God damn, dude.
I was thin too at that point in time. So I was just I was a piece of work, man. Because I had a brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. I had a leather jacket my parents had gotten me for graduating from high school. Okay. I was thin. I'm 6'2". I was the smallest I'd ever been as an adult. So I'm 250 pounds. Okay. Which at 6'2" and broad shouldered like I am, and listen, I was hard all the time, just all the time walking around, okay? And I didn't even realize, okay? So I had just mad amount of power just walking around, just going, it's nice to be the king. People were like, you're a fucking god.
You did this a lot, didn't you?
Oh, I did that throughout my high school career. Like, that's since I hit puberty, people were like, well, you want to go? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, fuck no. Nuh-uh.
Look in the mirror at yourself like this. Just
it's like rolling his shoulders.
No, man, I do a double wing. I'll turn around and I'll just be like, pow, and do a double back wing. Oh, yeah. Come on. That's what Arnold used to do.
Yeah,
I don't think I've had that amount of confidence ever.
No, yeah, I'd
What?
like to
You never had a pose down in front of the mirror, man? You feel sexy after that.
Oh no, I've had a pose down in front of the mirror, but it's always the kind of thing where like, like someone's like you're trying and like it's cringe by yourself.
My pose downs feel more like pat downs. You feel me?
Yeah,
it's not a good time.
Yeah.
Well, then you gotta just make
Feels
sure that you
wrong.
can still see your wiener and everything's working. You're like, okay, everything's still, everything's
flat. It's
I'm like, oh, why? You think you're bad? I'd fucking kick your ass, man. Yeah, you never done that in the mirror, man? Come on, you gotta talk yourself up. You gotta feel good.
I feel like if I
do it right now in that mirror behind you. Go do it.
There's also a mirror to my right.
Just stand right in front of it,
one on
face
your
away
door.
from us like this.
Yeah.
Just be like, I am a worthy, sexy man.
Yeah, the one on your door,
I
we would be able to
love
see your
you.
reflection.
Have you guys ever seen that video where it's like if cats sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
It's pretty much what it sounds like. Just like a cat meowing. It's like ow,
No.
yeah.
Meow.
Have you ever? Yeah, there's one like that where it's a person's mouth on a cat, and it's just like meow. You're just like, why would you? Why? It just keeps on going. It's fantastic. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, it's been such a trip down memory lane.
what?
I remember, guys.
Posing in front of the
No,
mirror.
you know what? I've always thought that Caleb reminded me of somebody, and now I realize it's Caleb with glasses in the picture that is up in the logo that I made up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exactly what that teacher that I told to fuck off. That's exactly what he looked like. Except he had more of a floof in the front. Like he was like a nice little comey. Like, I read.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me tell
I
you.
also an
This
author.
thing?
Like, yeah, like okay,
Yeah.
but more on the bottom
Oh.
too. Like, yeah. So the top floof is perfect. Like that amount of floof, but
Okay.
also he needed, bam, right there. I told that guy to fuck off. I was like, fuck you and your education. Eat shit and die.
And
I
you know
paid
what?
for it, fucker. Yeah.
I live in your head rent free, boy.
Oh,
That's
forever.
me.
Forever.
That's
Forever.
right.
What
Yeah.
accent is that?
I live in your head rent free, boy. That's me.
It's definitely like Louisiana.
Look
What
at his
is that?
face.
That's not...
Look at his face. His eye. The teacher from your past who
Guy,
told
and
to
you know
fuck
what,
off.
too? Like he was definitely like he was a young teacher, and I was like, and he was okay. No, he was shorter than you because you're 5'9", right? 5'8", 5'9". Caleb,
I'm 5'10".
you're 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
5'10".
Nice.
Pretty sure he said 5'9" earlier,
Thank
but that's
you.
fine.
I know. I
I'll say
work very
5'10".
hard. I hit the
But-
gym a lot to get
So
there.
this guy, he
5'10"
was like
in the
5.
morning, 5'9" at night. Yeah.
There you go.
That happens. That's science. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Gravity's a real thing. Anyways,
Yeah.
he was like 5'4", 5'5", which I'm like,
Wow.
guy, I'm 6'2".
Damn.
I do not consider you a man. Like,
Yeah.
no. If you're 5'4", get the fuck out of here. Just listen, calm down. You are auxiliary support. Just back the fuck up, okay? Just
You
calm
can
down.
just hip thrust and knock his eyeballs out with your testes, dude.
No, come on. Like you're there for just like you're for extra help, like for carrying. You're not there to shoot. You're there to carry the bullets for the people who shoot.
Sure.
Like 5'4", like come on, you're some sort of hobbit person. It's not
But you're small and nimble. You can get behind enemy lines, gather intelligence.
sure.
and
Like
shit.
he digs through the trenches and stuff. His part of the trench doesn't have to be as deep.
Little rat boy,
He goes
just like
faster.
moving
Sure.
around.
That's what my grandpa did in World War II in the Pacific. He was an engineer.
He was a rat boy?
No,
Oh, for real?
It
That's
was
a
an
real
engineer.
dude. That
yeah,
was
so he
awesome
was
shit.
like mine sweeping and building bridges and like that kind of stuff.
Hey, Atlas, he might have been destroying some bridges too. Just so you
Probably.
know, like
Maybe.
there was
Dude, I don't know.
a lot of things happened during World War II. But
He never told anybody anything, and like whenever I hear a relative like get one little like nugget of information that they got out of him, and I'll like tell them of, like because I'm a history dork, right? Fucking Otto von Bismarck on my shirt. like telling them the historical context, because I almost made my cousin think that my grandpa cheated on my grandma because they got the timeline wrong, and they're like, wait, if Pearl Harbor happened then and he was gone from this year to this year, that means that he was gone for a year longer than he said he was. What was he doing for that year? I'm like, oh my god. I might have destroyed
fucking
my
bitches.
family.
That's what he was doing.
It turns out they were told the wrong year, and then once we like figured
sure,
it out,
yeah, that's what
he was finding out what a French girl does for chocolate. That's what he was doing.
No, he was in Japan, so this is
hey, that's a different story, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, then the French girl really wants some chocolate.
Was your grandpa ever CIA? Because he may have had a
Bro,
I believe the
was
OSS is what they were called
dude.
at the time,
crazy.
right?
Just saying.
Damn, dude. Now I know how old Dino is. He just fucking busted out. Oh, the French girls like chocolate. And the Dutch are untrustworthy.
Hey, man.
Fucking old ass dude. What the fuck?
I do a
my
lot of reading.
God,
Listen.
he probably fart dust, dude. What the fuck is going on over there?
Caleb gets his revenge.
That's fantastic.
Oh, Christ. Ahmed, thank you for coming on Generation Dan with us.
Oh, of course. Yeah, this was fun, guys.
We got one more question for you, but before that, where can people find you and follow you and all that good
You
stuff?
can find me on Instagram, TikTok under Ahmed Bharoocha, or Facebook, I guess, or the YouTube Dead Kevin. There's lots of sketches on there. Yeah, those are the good spots to find me.
It turns to cement. It's my favorite sketch of just like you and Jack trying not to lose your shit.
Yeah,
the entire time.
Thank you.
You can find us at Generation Dan on Twitter or Generation_Dan on Instagram. Find me at Atlas Novak on Twitter, Instagram, or follow my other show at Nexus at Night. That's about a trading card game. How about the rest of us? They're just gonna nod.
Dino always goes second, dude. I'm just walking back. What's going on?
I'm building this on my channel, so check it out. Dino the Genetic Marble.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Looks like it's built.
It's a tumbler from
That's cool.
Batman? From Batman. It's really cool.
Cool.
It's I'm actually almost done it. So by the time this comes out, I will have been finished it and already edited. I do a supercut of all the videos because they're usually like 11 or 12 bags to make stuff like that. So I already made Optimus Prime, which is right.
Ah!
Wait,
so
that's pretty dope.
And then it's actually really cool. But then there we go.
It's actually really cool, I swear.
Yeah.
And
it transforms too, so it doesn't just
that is
transforms
really cool.
too. Yeah, so I got a bunch of new stuff too, but by the time this happens, I will have done it. I do a supercut of all the pieces, and I do it in like 3 minutes. So it's just like you see my hands going, building everything together. It's pretty fun. That's all I've been doing. So follow me at Dino the Genetic Marble. Google me, or if you don't, fuck off.
Yeah, whatever, you know? Maybe don't Google him unless, like, you know, you want to see him pop up in some lists or some shit. And then you got to pay to see those sometimes, but, like, you know? Anyway, I'm Caleb McDuff. My Twitter is a fucking wasteland. It's Caleb C. McDuff. I don't post anything ever, but maybe one day I will, and you'll be the first to see if you follow there. Otherwise, just keep up with the show. I'm working on projects all the time, just, you know, not publicly. And am I really working on them instead of, like, you know, getting high and, like, pretending to work on them for 3 hours and feeling bad about myself? Who knows? That's for only, you know, myself and the Lord to know. But that's me.
Keeping it real.
All right, so our final question for Ahmed. Being that you are also a comedian like us, what is a memorable set? Good, bad, weird, otherwise?
One time after I graduated college, my college hired me to host the pep rally.
Okay.
But it was this and I was like, oh, I felt like I was so cool. I was like, yeah. It was in the same place that Dane Cook came when he came to our college. So it was this big giant stadium, and I get there and it's the biggest place I've ever performed in, and just so rowdy. Everyone's got noisemakers and there's And I get out there and I open with like a weird bit where I run around and I pretend to lose my breath, and I can't tell if anyone's like even looking at me. And so like,
there's
I'm
too
like,
much pep.
Yeah, it's so pep. It's like just like the route. It's like feels like gladiators are supposed to come out, and I'm like, keep it going for the football team. They're like, yeah, keep it going for the cheerleaders, the basketball. I just keep, and they're not like dying down. So I'm like, what do? I look over at the people that hired me, and I'm like, should I do jokes? And they're like, yes, yes. So I tell a few jokes, and I can't tell, like, is anyone even like laughing or listening or whatever. I look back over the people that hired me. I'm like, should I do some more jokes? And they're like, no.
No.
And then I have to just like stop doing comedy, and then I'm still the host for the whole thing. So I'm bringing up each act, but like just going, here's this person. So it was really rough, you know.
That's rough.
Yeah. And then there was like a bonfire after. I thought, I'll walk around, maybe someone will cheer me up, be like, hey, you were the guy. Just no one even like registered that I was that person that was there. Oh, it was rough.
Damn.
Hey, fucking loser!
I was debating on telling that one, or there was another time where I ended up like I went down to a show with Ryan and Jack. We get there, and it's this like rowdy restaurant, and the host tells us that the microphone is connected to the sound system, and so if you stop talking, the music comes on.
No.
So it's like already like not a great room. The restaurant is like rowdy, kind of all like are like just not listening. And then you know one of the best ways to silence people is like using your own silence, but you can't because anytime you take a pause, it just sounds like the restaurant's like playing you off.
Yeah. So you gotta go like full Ben Shapiro and just never stop talking. Like...
Yeah. And then it was funny because the host, he felt bad and he was like, I'm sorry about this. And there was a lady that was talking a lot, and he went up to her and he's like, excuse me, if you'd like to have a conversation, there's tables outside. And she just looked at him and she's like, fuck you. Don't you fucking talk to me. And then the waiter came over, and the waiter took her side, and the restaurant took like all the patrons. They're like, no, don't talk to our regulars like that. They're gonna talk through your and then I never had to end up going up because when that happened, he went up to the microphone and he takes it back from Jack and he's like, the show is over. You guys don't deserve this.
Oh my god.
It was so bad. Oh, man.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what though? It would have been such a great can you imagine going up after that? Be like, so comedy. This is uncomfortable. Like, no. I remember there was a fight at one open mic, and people were like, "Okay, let's keep going." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "You're up." And I walk up and I go, "Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. This is beyond my skill set. I'm like, I am not good enough to do this. So I'm going to just try and tell a couple jokes. I'm hoping I can get one laugh. If I can get one laugh, I have turned the tide, and hopefully the next person will have a great time." So I just started going into like heavy duty stuff that I know always kills. I got one laugh. I'm like, boom, shakalaka, I'm out. See you later, guys. Thanks for the night. And that was it. But like, okay, for when you did that hosting gig, how long had you been doing comedy? Because I was in London, England, and the Comedy Store in London had a gong show, and I was like, I've been doing comedy 6 months. Sure, I'll be on your gong show. The fuck I will. I still haven't watched that tape. It's a minute and a half long, and I still haven't had the balls to watch it, okay? So
I think I was only like 2 or 3 years in, and like,
you were way in your head, but you were like, fuck yeah, I'm a comedian, I can do anything.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Yeah.
And I felt like my college acknowledged that I was like a real comedian. I was like, oh, they're hiring me. They're paying me money.
Which is true.
Cool. Yeah.
But at the same time, you're going, no. This is like, bad. You start to realize, I think, around like 5 years where you're going, you know what? Having a couple other people to rely on in a situation, very useful. Super useful. And like, it's the whole idea where it's like, listen, there's no reason to learn to run. Let's just speed walk. Let's speed walk. We're going to get there safe. And then eventually we're going to be the runner. That's fine. It's no problem, you know? Because in the beginning, I remember watching some guys going, and you're just like, oh, you're absolutely horrible. But they're like, I can do a clean 45, and you're like, you can't do 5.
Yeah.
You can't 5?
That reminds me of another show I did. I did a show where it was at like a walkathon, and we were supposed to perform to the people like walking. We're like, they're like walking. They're gonna walk by. So they just hear.
So they only get like one half of a setup, like
the same joke on a loop.
Okay, or God forbid, like you stop talking in between people. So I was at the store. They leave.
Yeah.
Come back the other day, and
yeah. There's so many times where someone just books you we're a place where comedy should not be happening.
Yes, definitely. There's lots of those.
There's a lot of that's the thing is, I think there's a difference between doing stand-up versus being a comedic personality that walks around talking with people. Like, I've seen that a couple times, and I'm like, I think that's more up my alley as to what I could add to, like, hey, everybody have a good time. Hey, I remember, like, I sent these guys pictures, Ahmed, about Friday night. I was at a baseball game. I was in a box. It had they had chicken fingers in buckets. Ooh. It was like so good. Okay. But the best part was that I'm like, that's the big advantage was you just walk in there. You're like, oh yeah, I'm super fantastic. And it was no problem.
Nice.
Right.
Close it off with the fat guy talking about chicken fingers, dude. What a fucking nice little bow tie to put on that shit, man. Congratulations, everybody. Look at this, man. Look at us. Look at where we are. Look at how far we've come.
I guess thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.